What's up, everyone? Oh my gosh. This is the best way to start a video of all time. How cool is it to have Milan at the gym? Andre is just an amazing person. And you can see he's just a big kid, just wants to kind of hang out and play. This is a sumo deadlift, I think max triple for everybody. Having Andre here while watching, people deadlift is got to be mildly intimidating, but I think everyone does a really great job. Here's Steph. I don't know if we can say enough about her, how athletic and awesome like she really is. She's so strong. She's got a nice little, pre-lift celebration there that's going on. Here we have the chef going. I want to talk a little bit about, as we're kind of working up to some of the heavier stuff, kind of the touch and go aspect that you see, being the person that programs for everybody here at Super Training. When I say triples, I leave it up to interpretation, and I actually like kind of the touch and go stuff. If I want pause, I will always kind of say pause. So this is what I kind of want. I want a continuous time under tension for everyone. And then if someone actually, I think a lot of people think, oh, they're bouncing the bar, etc. But I mean, when you bounce that bar, you have to stabilize it. If you can even see, he kind of shifted to the right there a little bit. Brian did. So it's not actually always something that helps you out. And if it gets under control and it gets ugly, obviously that's not exactly what we want. Marco's going 505, I think. That's awesome. So the touch and go isn't necessarily a terrible thing if you use it right. And as long as you're honest, a paused triple opposed to kind of a bounced triple or a touch and go triple is obviously going to be different. So you can't just say apples. It's apples, oranges, and it's a different movement, just like conventional to sumo is. Which hopefully you guys are seeing and being able to understand with all these voiceovers. We train both in the program that we write. I hope everyone can see that. 335 for Steph. This is fantastic. Strong pull. This is where it's that second, returning the bar on that second just makes that 2 and 3 so much easier. Whenever I'm coaching someone and they're going to have a little bit of a grinder on that first one, I always let them know 2 and 3 are so much easier because you have that eccentric portion of the lift, which will almost act as a spring and kind of get you back up. Here we have Chef getting a nice nose full of some nose torque there. If you've ever seen someone for the first time take some nose torque, it's always a different story, but as you can see, he's a pro, or he's smelt a lot of awful stuff and it really not affecting him. Pretty good triple there. Got to work to get his chest up a little bit higher, upper back a little bit tighter, but that's in the works. It's something that we'll start to kind of program in for him as we go. As you can see, Smokey is not pulling sumo. It's something that we always talk about. I'm a huge proponent of making sure everyone trains both stances, but with his injury history, it's just not a great idea for him to pull sumo off the floor. He ends up just fucking himself up and therefore making training worse. So we obviously have kind of exceptions that we need here.
And real quick to jump in, Andre Milanichev just basically watched him and said straight up, "You're not pulling sumo ever again.
Yeah,
just don't do it."
Exactly. I had that conversation. He was like, Andre said not to do it, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. So I think what we're actually going to do is we're actually going to start him up on blocks until he gets a little bit more comfortable and it's not going to hurt him, and then we're going to work our way down. Here we have for sure Marcos going with a 505 again for a triple. This is a 3x3. I don't remember exactly what workout it is, but they're pulling sumo and doing triples, so we're close enough. But if you're able to do this and it's not your stance and you're 505 for a couple of triples, even one, you're doing really good. Try and keep everybody within about 20% of each of their conventional pull to sumo pull, whichever one is higher. See, that second one was not advantageous there for John, but he pulls it out. We have Steph going again. Yeah, it must have been a 3x3. So with the 3x3 is oftentimes I'll either say, hey, pick one weight, or you can kind of bounce around depending on how you feel. And it goes from there. I want also everyone to pay attention to her post-lift celebration. You can tell she's a gymnast. Woo! There we go. And, throw the hands up there and go. And for Hadi here, for Chef, you can kind of see his upper back is rounded, which isn't necessarily a terrible thing. He's trying to kind of correct that posture issue with the bow tie, but it's something that we're, eventually it's going to be a focus for him. But as for right now, it's just about making sure that he's moving the weight, not hurting himself, getting the work done. Eventually that stuff will come as he just kind of gets stronger. Finish off with Smoke, nice and solid. And there it is. Here we go. John 535. Looking really, really strong there. A little bit of a hitch, a little bit of a slowdown right about that knee level. Cracks it on 2 and 3. Does a good job. Thanks for watching, everybody. Any questions, head over to markbell.com. Check out the programming, and we'll take care of you, and we'll see you next time.
Сейчас ни о чем не думай.
Don't think about anything.
Подошел расслабленно. Так шире ноги поставил,
Open up, breath
Хватил,
one,
хватил.
another.
обтянулся, и все, и
Open
пошел.
up and pull.
Все, и больше ничего не надо. Сейчас подойдем. Больше не сколько.
Just do better.
Okay, okay.
Good?
Very good.